Fixing our Cavalier. What is she? She's a Cavalier 440 GT, and at the moment she looks like this. Now, we call her Nancy. Actually, the woodwork is not that bad. We've already fixed the roof. You can't really see, well, you can kind of see that, where we've replaced a piece of rotten wood. And she's actually in very good condition considering her age. But we've taken all the sides off. The idea is to get her remasticed, resealed. I don't know when she was last resealed. I would say it was probably when she was actually manufactured. There's a piece over here where someone has obviously had a go at repair. So this is just on here because it was raining and I want to keep the rain out of the inside of the caravan from underneath the tarp. Take that off now so she can air. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but that'll all come together. So yeah, so there's a few bits and pieces that need sorting and adjusting. What's that? Oh no, it's just a black wire. I thought for a minute there that there's a bit of burn on it, but I think they're okay. The wiring is good. A lot of it is good. We found missing pieces of polystyrene. Like under here, there was no polystyrene under this board at all. She's a little full berth touring caravan. No luxuries, no heating, so I'm going to put in a diesel heater at some point. Only mains electricity. I'm toying with putting a solar panel in, but we don't really go off grid. I mean, most places you go now can provide you with electricity, so I kind of think, what's the point? It's like the toilet area. I'm not going to... We're not planning on restoring the toilet area simply because, you know, everywhere you go has got a toilet. So why not just use that and utilise that space for something much more useful, like more storage space, because she's not got a lot of kitchen storage space unless you want to eat pot noodles. If you're a pot noodle addict, you know, stay there comfortably for a month. Now the Cavalier 440 GT was made in Felixstowe, which isn't far from us. It's about 25 miles. So she's a local girl. She's a lovely little thing, really well designed. We're going to keep a 1970s. We're trying to keep as much original as possible. You know, like, look at those lovely chrome wheels. Beautiful. Well, they will be when they're polished. They were bought out by Berkeley, who were bought out by somebody else, I can't remember who, and they stopped manufacturing these caravans. Most of them were actually exported to Norway and Finland and Sweden and Scandinavian countries. They were very popular over there, although I can't see them being very popular in the winter. So there were quite a few exported and not so many kept in this country. So she's quite a rare girl. I know of a few others, only 2 other 440s, but there are other Cavaliers around. So anyway, we're going to do some work on her today, fixing corners, so we'll show you that later. Okay, this is a little tip for anyone doing the corners of their caravan where they might have rotted out, and I've shown you this before, but here we go. Here's the rotted out corner of the caravan. Some wood replacement, still to be refined. Okay, on the actual sheet of metal that we took off is the template, virtually, for the, you see all the wood staining? That is where that corner used to sit. And we could see that there was a line here that went along here. So I just put a level ruler along there and took it all the way along. And this, and we can see, oh, you can see here and here where the wood finished, and here where the down batten came. So from that we can actually cut a template, which we're making in hardwood first. Not hardwood, hardboard first. So we've drawn that out, used this as a template, put that on the top, and we've got a rough template. We'll cut that out, see how that fits, and then hopefully, if that is correct, which it should be, we will then cut it out in the marine ply. So I'll leave you there for now and we'll show you that in a minute. Right, so here we are, end of the day. Well, end of today anyway. Just finishing up, getting ready to put our clothes on for the night. Here's the repair that we did earlier. If you're wondering why there's a board here instead of polystyrene, it's because there is a bunk bed that screws into the other side of that. Here's the repaired corner. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? We're just prepping for the evening. So we're just screwing a few bits and pieces together, and this has all been repaired. So all that rotten woodwork's been taken out. That's supposed to be there, that hole, because it matches all the other holes that were originally put in the 1970s, which are quite diabolical. Like there's some there, and look at that. That was 1970s hole. Oh, and that's a 1970s hole. So yeah, we're just adding to the original character. I mean, look at that. I mean, really. Oh, push that back in before we lose it. So yeah, and all the step has been replaced. It's all been repaired underneath on this side. So this side is good to have its panels put back on. Get them in place in the next few days. Give it some protection. Yeah, that's us for the evening. A good day's work, I would say, along with several panels being demasticed. We're getting there. Just one more side and 2 more corners to go. Okay, right, that's it for now. Ta-ta, bye-bye.